Hello, Mallards. It is Saturday, and I have Fitzsimmons and Austin again, and we are going to see at least 4 shows together, I think.
Yep.
I don't know. They're going to see more shows than that, but they're seeing stuff while I'm doing Midsummer, and I'm very excited for today. We're kicking it off with Sorry for the Late Reply. Is that what it is?
No, I think is it?
I feel like it's something like that. Yeah, we're really good at show names. There's a link down there. But we're excited for some comedy. And then we are going to go see Killer in the Woods, which I'm excited to show them. And we're just going to have a good time. We'll check back in when the show is over.
Fringe be fringin'.
Also, these seats, very comfortable. Yeah. I have felt that like my number one thing about KC Fringe is that I don't really sit anywhere uncomfortable.
So far?
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. So the show is called Apologies for the Late Reply. I had the right feeling, but not the right words. It was very entertaining.
It was so fun.
It's like a stand-up routine, I would say.
It was like stand-up and kind of talk, because like it's stand-up comedy with story. Yeah, like more story than most stand-up. Right?
Yes, I would say. But I would call it under like fringe stand-up. I would say that Fringe does a lot of stand-up like this, and this is
my earrings were applicable.
It was very, very funny. It was surprisingly uplifting, despite the fact that it was about a lot of just dark stuff.
World's on fire. How about yours?
Yeah, I really liked. He started off being like, "I'm resisting the urge to ask you guys how you're doing because you're freaking out, right?
We're all freaking out,
but we're fine. But we'll say fine.
We're fine.
We just need a secret handshake where we can be like,
but like so true though.
Really freaking out,
With like a head nod, like you're freaking out. Yeah, me too. Cool.
Yeah. And so there were some like really interesting discussion along with the humor, like talking about the fact that anger is not treated as an emotion because then men would be emotional.
Yep.
And I really related to that.
I really related to double checking your emails for too many exclamation points. Because as a female, I need to not sound aggressive or overly excited. I have to find it somewhere in between. And so like literally every email I write, I go through and delete like an exclamation point.
And just like the overwhelm idea, which I understand completely. So it was a very relatable show. It was a very enjoyable show. And I'm very glad we went.
Yeah.
And I laughed a lot.
Also, there is still an Austin here.
Yeah,
he's just in a corner.
He didn't want to participate, and that's okay. But yeah, we had fun, and we're excited to go see another show.
Yeah, in a bit. Got some time.
We just had delicious food at Waldo's Pizza. But before that, we saw The Maltese Murder, a noir murder mystery show that I thoroughly enjoyed.
It was pretty good.
I think the most impressive thing was the main actor's ability to make mouth sounds. Him doing the like classic intro was so good.
So funny.
And I did not realize it was coming from him and not the speakers.
Same, 100%.
Until he like had already walked to center stage, and then I was like, wait a second. So it had a classic, like a lot of the classic film noir ridiculously detective drama, and I loved it.
It was a good time.
We laughed a lot. And now I'm gonna go to Midsummer. They're gonna go to
Director's Cut, I think, or something like that.
And then see the burlesque show that I saw before. So I will bother them to tell you about Director's Cut since I'm not going to see it.
We will reconvene at the Black Rats.
Yes. We'll see you at some point later.
Hello, Mallards. This is Austin and Amber on Amber's phone, so congratulations. We went and saw, what did we go see after we left Mallory?
Director's Cut.
We saw Director's Cut, and we saw the burlesque show Through the Ages as well, Chanteline Gaze, I believe. It was Director's Cut. I really liked as a person who directs. I thought it was really interesting to see the different styles and how honestly like this guy did a lot of exactly what I know how to do as a director, because I do have training, which is kind of like the opposite of what apparently a lot of people who are directors goes through, is having not a lot of training. So I know I really enjoyed watching them go through a table read and then do some table work and then kind of run the scene again. Only so much you can do in an hour, but it was a dramatic scene, and I think all of the actors did a great job along with the director. Austin.
No dogs were harmed in the making of this scene.
Yes, there was the scene itself, since it was dramatic, was about like a dog being kidnapped because a guy was a bad dude. I almost said shithead. Now I did, so Mallory, choose whether or not you want to use that. Yeah, no, it was really good, and then the burlesque was really interesting. There's Austin's edition, boobies. I thought it was interesting to watch the different costumes and the way that like burlesque is kind of like formed over ages. Though the guy made like 2 burlesque jokes and they landed flat on everyone because apparently I am the only person who has seen the movie Burlesque. Fascinating. But I particularly, honestly, I really enjoyed the belly dancing and kind of like that style of thing more than maybe even the actual burlesque. Take that as you will. But yeah.
I'll work on that.
Okay, Austin's gonna try to belly dance more. Stay tuned.
I am back at the van. We did not get the final show. We were not the highest selling show in our venue. I didn't think we would be. So I will not be performing again tomorrow. I will instead be driving home. But I did have a lot of fun at the announcement party and just had an enjoyable time hanging out with people and saying goodbye to people and getting to see people. And now I'm gonna have a good time crawling into bed. And I will see you tomorrow.